Hello everybody and welcome to a train simulator video. Today we should be driving a class 455 EMU to London Bridge. So the first thing we need to do is we need to turn off the pause menu, and we just need to enter the cab, and we need to put the train into gear by pressing W and cancel the AWS by pressing Q. The next thing we need to do is we need to set up our train's headlights. So if I just swing the camera around and press H a couple of times, and we now have our headlights on in the daytime position. The scenario we are playing comes from DP Simulation and is available to download on the Steam Workshop for free, and it follows the real life working of 2H50 B1713 Peckham Junction to London Bridge, calling at all stations. And also just turn on the instrument lights by pressing I. And we just need to wait for the signal ahead to clear, which it's just done to a single yellow aspect. So we can now release the brakes and move on our way. The starting speed limit is 40 miles an hour. For the gaps between the signals on the South London network route are quite close, so we just need to watch our train speed. So I'm just going to cut the power now, as we are fast approaching the next signal, which could well be displaying a danger aspect. The Class 455 has the Armstrong Powerhouse sound pack installed. Just going to apply the brakes now, going to step 1. And the signal is displaying a single yellow aspect, so we can now pick up speed again. After the next signal, the speed limit will drop down to 25 miles an hour. So I'm not really fussed about speeding up here, as we are coming up to another signal which could be a danger. Just going to start cutting the power now. Just going to start to slow down in a minute. And I can just about make out the aspect ahead. In fact, it's just cleared to a green aspect, so I can go back up into step 2 and bring us up to 25 miles an hour. Just going to start slowing the train down now for our stop at Crystal Palace. And we're just going to stop about here. The platform at Crystal Palace is quite tight. I'm not too sure whether it's this tight in real life, but as you can see, the last carriage is just not quite in the platform. Just going to turn the camera around, and I'm just going to open up the window so we can hear the external sounds. And we can now depart for our next station stop at Gypsy Hill. And just after the signal we encounter a drop in the speed down to 15 miles an hour. This is just for the points here at Crystal Palace. The speed limit is now increased to 50 miles an hour. And having both opened both windows, we can now hear the traction motors a bit more loudly. Just going to cut the power to the train now, and I'm going to start slowing down for Gypsy Hill. And here we are at Gypsy Hill. As we await our departure time, a class 319 EMU is just coming to pass us now. Just going to cut the power as we are approaching a drop down to 35 miles an hour. Just going to put step 1 of brakes on. And we are currently on a falling gradient of 1 in 75. Our next station stop is West Norwood, and we've just received advance warning of a further drop in the speed to 20 miles an hour, even though despite at this point the speed limit has just increased to 50 miles an hour. So I'm going to start slowing down again for this 20, and this is due to the tight curves around West Norwood station. and here we are at West Norwood Station. Leaving West Norwood, the speed limit is just increased up to 30 miles an hour. Or after the next signal, we do have to slow down for 20 miles an hour. So I'm just going to bring the train up to 20 now at this point. Just slowing the train down now as we approach this red aspect. So I've just put the train into neutral and I've applied the driver reminder appliance by pressing the Y button. And if I press the F9 key, oops, sorry, wrong button, the number 9 key, we've just got to wait for a train to cross in front of us, which is, I believe, this West Croydon service. And that's formed of a class 455. Signal should clear in a minute. So the signal's just cleared to a green aspect, so I'm going to put the train into gear now. And I'll release the brakes. As you can see, the class 455 certainly accelerates rather sharply. We're now coming in to stop at our next stop, Tulse Hill. Departing Tulse, the speed limit is now 60 miles an hour, and our next station stop is at North Dulwich. Just going to start to brake now for North Dulwich. Departing North Dulwich, the next station stop is at East Dulwich. The distance between North Dulwich and East Dulwich is rather short, and upon entering the platforms here at East Dulwich, the speed limit drops down to 35 miles an hour. Just inch forward a bit more to the end of the platform, and we'll stop about here. Just slowing down now for a upcoming 20 mph speed restriction. Just got to watch the speed of the train at this point as we are on another falling gradient. As we approach Peckham, the gradient has now levelled out. And here we are at Peckham Rye. Speed limit is now 60 miles an hour. Just going to start slowing down for Queen's Road, Peckham now. In just under a mile now, the next station stop is South Bermondsey. Just going to start slowing the train down now. Slowed down a little bit too hard there, so just going to apply a bit of power. The AWS was an advance warning for a drop in the speed to 45 miles an hour, which comes into effect just after leaving the station here. And here we are at South Bermondsey. In the distance you can see a southeastern trains class 375 Electrostar and a southern class 377 Electrostar just following behind it. On final approaches to London Bridge, the speed limit has further increased to 60 miles an hour. Past a class 466 and 465 networker. Going to start slowing down for this upcoming speed restriction of 20 miles an hour. As you can see, the headways between the signals at London Bridge are extremely tight. With the double amber indication of a previous signal, we are clear all the way into London Bridge, and we are routed into platform 15. And here we are at London Bridge. So we'll just wait for the scenario to clear now. And we'll check the briefing and see how we've done. And for some reason it's saying we've failed the scenario, so we'll just see what's gone wrong there. Well, we were speeding 5 times there. For some reason it's only registered 2 of our station stops, so I don't know what's happened with that scenario, but apart from that it was actually very enjoyable to drive. I really did. I like the variety in the AI trains there. And certainly if you like your your station stop scenarios and you like running under cautionary aspects, then this is definitely one of those scenarios for you. But apart from that, thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you with another train simulator video next time. So thank you very much for watching, and take care.